Kelly Barlow Creations, Crafting on a Budget. Today's video is another video request, and this request comes from Heather N., who was watching my latest Michaels and Walmart haul and saw the predicament I was in with my hot glue gun. And her request reads, I just recently saw a DIY hot glue gun stand on Pinterest. I personally haven't tried it yet, but if your glue gun stand ends up not working well, meaning the glue gun stand on the new hot glue gun I had just bought, it might be a good project to try and something you could film so we could see if it's worth trying too. Thank you, Heather. Seriously, I don't know why I've never thought of making one of these before. I honestly don't even think I knew that there was such a thing. Kind of a moment there, but Heather, this was a fantastic video request, so thank you for requesting it and telling me about the DIY glue gun stands on Pinterest. I did go on Pinterest and kind of researched what kind of glue gun stands they have, and the majority that I see on Pinterest are made out of wood. And although I love woodworking, the stands have a somewhat notch out of the wood, which takes a tool that I do not have. And this would be just too hard for everyday people to do. And so I pondered it for a couple of days and I came up with something that works fantastically. I've already done a practice run of it and ironed out all the kinks and put it together, and I think you are going to love this. This DIY glue gun stand is going to cost $2, maybe $3, and the items that you need for this, you can get at the Dollar Tree. I did pick up a fat quarter from Walmart because I wanted to cover it and decorate it and make it nice, and that fat quarter was only 97 cents. If you want to stick with only Dollar Tree items, Dollar Tree has scrapbooking paper that you could use in place of the fat quarter. So let's get to it. Let me show you the items that I picked up for this, and let's throw this thing together so you too can have a hot glue gun stand that I am super excited about now, thanks to Heather. For this project, I'll be using one of Dollar Tree's trifold display boards. The best part about this is that I have another upcoming project that I will be using this board for as well. One of Dollar Tree's mini frames, Krylon's permanent spray adhesive. Dollar Tree has this spray adhesive if you don't already have some. I also picked up these two Waverly fabrics from Walmart at 97 cents a piece. And that's all you need for this project, so go plug in your hot glue gun and let's get to making a hot glue gun stand. We're gonna start this project off by opening up our display board and laying it flat. I'm gonna take my ruler and measure out 4.5 inches. All the way down the full length of the cardboard. Then I'm going to take and draw a line. Now I'm going to take and measure out 2.5 inches. And I'm only going to do that to 14.25 inches long. Now with the nice fresh razor that's good and sharp, I'm going to cut along the initial line that was 4.5 inches wide by the length of my board. So this is our 4.5 inch strip, the whole length of the board. Now I'm going to cut out the next strip. For this part of the project, I am going to utilize the existing fold in the cardboard. And so from the existing fold, I am going to measure out 5.5 inches. Then cut. Here's our fold. This is the edge we just cut. So from this edge, we are going to measure down 15 inches. For this next part of the project, I am going to be using a miniature Dixie cup. And I am doing this because I needed to take a round object that I could manipulate and make it an oval object. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to basically just eyeball the halfway mark on the cup and mark it. Now remember how I said I'm going to be utilizing the pre-existing fold in the cardboard? We're going to manipulate our cup, and where the dots are on our cup, we are going to place those dots on the existing fold. We've cut out our hole. Now it's time to mark where our scoring lines are going to be. So we're going to take our ruler, and I am going to mark at 1 3/4, 5 1/2, which is our pre-existing fold already, and 9 1/4. So again, at 1 3/4, 5 1/2, which is our existing fold, and 9 1/4. And if you don't have a scoring pen, that's fine. Take the lid off of your pen. Look at there, a perfect score to help fold our cardboard. And so this is where I'm going with this. Now we're going to take the 2 1/2 inch by 14 1/4 inch piece of cardboard that we cut, and we are going to mark our scoring lines. And we are going to measure out 1 inch, 3 inches, 7 1/2 inches, and 9 1/2, which is our existing fold. And we are going to score on those lines. And this is where we're going with that. So with this leftover piece of cardboard that we cut earlier, we are going to measure out 9 inches. The fabric that I'm cutting now is going to be used to cover this piece of the cardboard. And the measurements are 13 1/2 by 16 1/2 inches. For this piece of fabric, we are going to measure out 10 wide by 11 long. And there you have it. Now I'm going to take this coordinating fabric, and I need a piece that measures out at 5 1/2 inches wide by 15 1/2 inches long. I've pressed my fabrics so they're nice and pretty and flat and straight. So now let's put this together. I'm going to start off by covering our 9 inch by 4 1/2 inch piece of cardboard. Now this cardboard was the one that had no scoring marks in it. I'm going to take my Krylon spray adhesive, or you can use the dollar store adhesive, and I am going to spray the wrong side of my fabric. You've got the good side here. I'm going to spray and cover the wrong side of my fabric. I've sprayed my fabric with adhesive. Then what I'm going to do on each corner of the fabric, I am going to take my scissors and I am going to notch out the fabric. And if you're looking for perfection and you want to go that extra step, you can take and cut your edges at an angle. And there we go, completely covered. Next, we're going to take this piece of cardboard that measures out at 2 1/2 by 14 1/4 inches, and we are going to cover this piece. I'm going to do the same thing with this, spray this with my Krylon spray adhesive. I've sprayed my fabric. Now when covering this, this is the inside of our box. And if you haven't guessed already, this box is for our glue sticks. And so we want to place the outside of the box face down, so our fabric seams are on the inside of our box. Our box is done and ready to be glued together. And there we go. Now it's time to cover our last piece of cardboard. I'm going to take and fold it in half, take my scissors and make a slit in the fabric where the hole is. Left to do is to put this together. We're going to take our 4.5 by 9 inch piece of cardboard. We are going to take this piece, we are going to fold it like so, and we are going to glue it down. Now let's take our box. Now we take the glue gun. And voila! And there you have it, our DIY glue gun and glue stick holder. If you want to go a step farther and you're worried about the glue dripping on the fabric here, I'm going to take and put a dot of glue there, 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 and there. And that way, if it drips, it'll drip onto the glass and you can peel it right off. It was a little bit of work, but the end result is so stinking worth it. Heather, thank you again for this video request idea. I'm glad I did it. It turned out amazing. This was the part here with the wood that I saw on all the ones on Pinterest where the wood was notched out. And I thought, what would work that would be sturdy and not flimsy, and cardboard works perfectly. Well, everybody, that's all I have for you for today for this DIY hot glue gun holder using Dollar Tree items. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're new to my channel, click that red button for more crafting on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube will notify you when I'm uploading a new video. You can also follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Google+. Those links are in the description box below. Just click on those links, click follow, and you'll also be notified through social media when I'm uploading a new video or just doing something fun. You can also find my P.O. box in the description box below as well if you're interested in sending me fan mail and watching me open it up in a video. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget, and bye for now.